keeps us strong. Strong. In the red room, stories unwind. Gin and juice got that open mind. Hearts connect at 10:30. Every Saturday once again.
Let's see those juice boxes, y'all. Whoever's here.
Laughter's bright and tears are real. Nothing here we gotta conceal. Safe and sound right on this stage.
Did you send me one?
Flip the script, turn the page. Red room talk, it's where we'll be. Sharing dreams and memories. Laugh and cry all night long. Gin and juice keeps us strong. No topics too wild, too taboo. In this space, we break right through.
Let's see those juice boxes, y'all.
Word, a bond we formed. Warm like the sun after a storm. So take a seat, join the chatter. In this place, nothing else matters. Feel the vibe and let it flow. In the red room, love will grow. Red room talk, it's where we'll be. Sharing dreams and memories. Laugh and cry all night long. Gin and juice keeps us strong.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Red Room Talk. You guys can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Jen. The Red Room Talk is a show about love, intimacy, and interpersonal relationships, including self, to erase different social stigmas. We're here to have candid discussions and cut through those stigmas to show that in the end, no matter who you are and where you're from, nothing is off the table in the Red Room Talk. Last episode, if you missed us, that's okay. You can find us on YouTube by clicking the link in my profile and subscribing. Last episode, we talked about stocking stuffers and soul ties, but tonight we're stepping into a new year and a new headspace. Our topic tonight is New Year reflection. Tonight in the Red Room, we have an all-star cast. We have CJ, we have Really Rebecca, and we have Himothy. Let's talk about where we are mentally and emotionally as we step into this next chapter. Before we get started, all that I ask is you keep your mind open and your language clean. First things first, I'm going to let you guys in the box, and then we will get started.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you. Hello. How you doing? How you doing?
How you be?
I'm good. We good.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Hi.
Oh, you was all scared I was going to be at the club.
I was. We was going to fight right here on the Red Room, right in public.
That's fine. I'm always down to fight.
Ooh, I like your sweater. Okay. We're just waiting on Really Rebecca.
Thank you.
And then we'll get started.
This is like a whole production.
It is. My hair's done got.
We got the theme music.
What?
Yes, sir.
The co-host got his stuff ready. I'm not playing out here.
What's up?
As soon as Really Rebecca gets in the box, we'll go ahead and let y'all. But actually, you know what? Go ahead, Timothy, and go ahead and introduce yourself. Let people know what you got going on. And then we'll move on to Really Rebecca and then CJ.
I'm Timothy, part-time streamer on tags, top badge on Growler. You know, just making my ways.
He said, making my way downtown, walking. Oh, my bad. Go ahead and introduce yourself, CJ, and whenever she gets in the box, I'll let her introduce herself.
Name is CJ. CJ DJ Slab God. You can catch me on here occasionally, and you can also catch me on the other side with the double T. Yeah, DJing it, mixing it up, and if you need me, reach out.
Try again, Really Rebecca. Try again.
Shit is so weak.
Well, anyways, I am the host, Jen and Juice. You guys can catch me here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys don't catch me here, you guys can catch me late nights into early mornings. Also, I do have a show coming that I'll be collaborating with Classic Gentlemen called His and Hers. That will be Fridays at midnight, so make sure y'all tap into that. It's where logic meets emotion, so make sure y'all tap in for that show. And then I have a few other things up my sleeve. I will be doing some cosplay makeup looks, I believe on Mondays, called Murder and Makeup Mondays, so make sure y'all tap in for that. And yeah. Just waiting on Really Rebecca.
Is it a smoke friendly show?
Off to the side, so we don't see it.
You gotta ask questions, because
Hey, I feel it. Well, we'll wait on her. Anyway, the start of a new year doesn't feel fresh. Sometimes it feels unfinished. You look back and realize that some things follow you into the new year, whether you invited them to or not. So I want to start here. The first question is, what is something from last year you're still carrying with you into this year? What is something from last year you're still carrying into this year?
What's up, PLL? Doesn't matter in order to be answered.
Nope. Whoever wants to.
I would say my confidence, because I left last year knowing I'm that motherfucker, and I'm going into next year the same energy. Knowing I'm that person. Excuse my language. Knowing I'm that person, So, just confidence. I would say, just being me. I'm sorry. I apologize, Tag.
It's okay.
I'm new here.
You good.
Jim was.
I would have to say.
I didn't say nothing, okay? I just kept it in my heart.
If looks could kill, man. Once I said that, I was like, ooh, what I do? And I was like, my bad. It was instant. Like I said, you was like, body language. You see, I'm here with you.
It's a Virgo, okay? I won't say it, but my face has subtitles, okay? We're carrying that into the new year.
My bad, friend. My bad.
No, it's okay.
My side is ghetto.
She looked like that disgruntled mother that's sending a text and just.
You can still,
What'd you say? So let's see. What did I carry in from last year? Some old draws? No, I'm playing. I would have to say accountability. My accountability. Definitely, of course, I know that may seem pretty common for others, but some people, they'll get a little too lax and in what they got going on, and will leave certain things behind. But I definitely agree or say that my accountability is one thing that I definitely brought with me to 2026, and it's only gonna get me stronger. So. That's a deep breath.
So something that I'm still carrying from last year into this one is discernment. Not the hardened, closed off kind, but the quiet knowing that Everything or not everything or everyone deserves my energy just because I have a big heart. Last year taught me how to pause, observe patterns, and listen to what actions are saying instead of what words promise. I'm carrying that lesson forward so I can keep showing up as me, which is warm, creative, giving without abandoning myself also in the process. It's the kind of carrying over that protects your peace while still letting you love loudly. And for me, I'm the type of person that would always do anything for anyone. And today was kind of one of those days where I had to like stomp my foot and just say, I'm not doing it anymore. And it's not that I don't love doing things for people, but when it starts to empty my cup or I feel like people are over asking and under reflecting back to me the same energy, I just don't have it in me anymore. And I hate it because like for me, I start to feel like I'm being mean or I'm being like ugly to people, and it's not that. It's just, you know, when you wake up, like you can't sleep in, your phone buzzes constantly. People are asking for things they would never do for you in return. You start to get a little like heated. Little
Hey, you calling again?
Things like what? If I couldn't call you to ask you to hold something, you know what I mean? Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Especially like, or you don't check in on me. If you don't even check on me to see if I'm okay, please do not come and trauma dump on me when I would never be able to do the same thing for you. Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of the people, and CJ, he's one of them, I could call him tomorrow, I could call him tomorrow and know that I could have a safe space. But you know what? I'm also that same person that if they needed someone, they could call me and I would be open and listen to the same thing. So don't ask me for something that you could not do for me in return. And not saying that we all got it, if it's speaking on like money terms. But the fact of the matter is, don't ask for something that you could not also do for me.
Unless you nap it. That's the only time you can reach her.
You know? I don't know what happened to really Rebecca. So we'll just move on.
Progress forward.
Okay.
I love that.
Do you guys have anything else to say in that, or anyone in the comments have anything to say?
No, I was just gonna say unless you napping.
Okay.
That's the only time we can't reach you.
Yeah, and especially like a lot of people know, like this last week was really hard for me. You know, it was a year from Pop's passing and stuff, and I think that like the people who noticed, I was like kind of surprised because they're people who I don't like talk to on a constant basis that checked in. You know what I mean? But the people who I guess I figured would have known and didn't really say much. I'm like, dang, that's kind of, you know. And there were the same people asking for things, and I'm like, no, I just don't got it. I don't got it. I didn't even want to do tonight's show, but here I am. So this just shows like part of me that is still going to show up even when I'm not, you know, fully filled up. You know what I mean? But for me, I love this show, and I know it's not for me. This is for all of you. I do these shows and I do these topics because I know they're trying still. It's okay. It's because I know like these shows bring something for other people. You know, you're either going to hear something and it's going to inspire you, or you're going to feel like you're not alone. And that was the whole purpose and point of creating this show 4 years ago. And it's something that even when I have a bad day or something, as soon as I hit that button, or when I hear the music start, I'm like in my zone because I know that it's not about me all the time. It's not just for me. So if y'all are just pulling up, y'all, that's okay. We have so much more to come. You guys can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Red Room Talk. We just talked about what you're still carrying into this year, and now I want to talk about awareness. It's okay, Rebecca. It's okay.
Can I add on to that real quick?
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy about that? That I ran across your Snapchat like when it was actually like the same day, like a year of the passing.
Mm-hmm.
And I got into a state of shock. Like I didn't I couldn't write you or anything because I remember like a year prior we was on FaceTime and I just was like time really waits for no one. Like you, like it was like I was like, yo, I couldn't even write you. I was like, that is crazy. Like me and her this time last year was like I seen him. Like I literally, that's like it was like nuts to me. I was like, wow, like time is flying.
Time waits for
Like,
no
not that
man.
was a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Waits for no one.
Yeah. That's why to me time is like of the highest value over money and everything. So when people ask for your time and such, that's why it's like I just can't keep giving out free samples because eventually you got to purchase something. You know what I mean?
Amen.
But
The free trial expired. Hello.
mm-hmm. And we just talked about what you're still carrying into this year. It's okay, really, Rebecca. But now I want to talk about awareness. Sometimes growth isn't about a change. Sometimes it's about realization, about finally seeing something clearly that you are avoiding or explaining away. So the next question is, what truth about yourself did you come to terms with this past year?
It's a good question.
Great question.
I'm gonna be honest.
Mm.
For me personally, a truth I had to face is that I needed to be a better parent than what I was last year to my son, who just turned 5 a couple weeks ago. Or no, I'm sorry, last month. Not last month, November. Tripping. So yeah, that was one of the things that I definitely had to be honest with myself about, that I needed to do more than what I was already doing, and to do it in a more effective and loving and teachable way. So yeah.
We'll go ahead and let Rebecca. We'll go ahead and let her introduce herself, and then we'll let Himothy answer so she can rehear the question. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Rebecca.
Hey everybody, sorry. Listen, I'm on the moon right now, so my Wi-Fi is a little weird at the time and whatever going on. Hey, shout out to everybody in here. It's your girl, Really Rebecca. You can check me out on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Secret Sweetheart. Let's go. and I'm here and I can hear y'all, but whatever's going on, I don't know what's happening. Blame it on the supermoon.
But the question is, what truth about yourself did you come to terms with this past year? Himothy, don't. I seen the eyes looking like he's like, ooh.
He said, "I'm still thinking about
No,
it."
because I don't want to seem conceited or cocky. I don't want to seem conceited or cocky. You can go if you're ready. If you're ready.
No. Go ahead, Himothy. I'm sorry. I'm listening in, y'all. Y'all just let me know when to come in, because
you're fine. Like, I don't want to seem conceited or cocky, but I feel like the past year, I feel like I realized I am really who I say I am. I just make things happen. No matter the circumstances, it's just I just get it done by no means. I just realized that, because I have nobody to lean on but myself. So it's like I really am who I say I am, and that's not even for a social media image or anything. It's just I really am that guy.
Okay.
That's a bit.
Really, Rebecca?
Hey, mama.
Hey, y'all. Hey, can you repeat the question one more time?
What truth about yourself did you come to terms with this past year?
That most people is crazy as heck out here, and I'm not.
Cheers to that.
That's a good one. That's better than all of ours. Jen, you don't even need to go after that. That summed up the whole year.
The truth shall set you free. Yeah. That's the truth.
The truth will set you free. It's the truth. Most people out here crazy. And I'll be honest, the reason why I say that is because, like, respectfully, there's so many different forms of manipulation out here. And people will literally sit here, like, and try to manipulate you into believing that what you think about yourself is not true, or what you think about others is not true, and what they say is what it is. So bad to the point where they were literally, like, mentally and physically force that onto you. And what I learned about that was two things. Number one, for me personally, God is real all the time, and all the time God is real, just like God is good. And Amen. Then secondly, it be a lot of big little demons out here that don't know that they demons. They don't know they're demons. Because it's a difference. Sometimes people think that demons just hop on people, and some people are the demons. Mm-hmm. So that's
we dealt with one the other day, and it was a realization.
I digress.
And I know kind of what she's referring to. And I had never like fully watched it happen in real time, but I watched it firsthand, and I was sitting here like, because I watched two women, you know, really kind of read someone a riot act, and normally I'm kind of like the quiet one, you know, believe it or not, but I kind of just pay attention and let people say what they're gonna say. But then I actually like watched it happen, and I was like, whoa, like everything that they said was happening right in front of my face was what it was happening. And a lot of times people will tell me things, and I'm like, no, not them, you know, but no, it happened, and it was real. But yeah, CJ, did you say?
Oh yeah, I purged all the bad friends last year. Thank you, 2025. I purged all the bad friends.
You already answered, you said?
No, we're good.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
So a truth about myself that I came to terms with this past year is that I can love deeply, and I still need to be loved correctly. I finally stopped confusing my ability to endure with my capacity to be fulfilled. Just because I can carry a lot, forgive easily, and see the good in people doesn't mean that I'm meant to keep doing so at the expense of my own peace. I realized I had been showing up as the strong one, the understanding one, the one who stays calm and keep things moving, even when my needs were sitting quietly in the background unmet. I accepted that I don't want surface level effort, vague intentions, or half presence anymore. I want clarity, consistency, and emotional safety, and I'm no longer apologizing for that. I also came to terms with the fact that choosing myself might disappoint people who are comfortable with the old version of me, and that's okay, because growth isn't loud, but it's firm. I didn't lose my softness this year. I learned how to protect it. I learned that boundaries aren't walls, they're instructions for how to love me well. And the biggest truth is this: I'm not asking for too much. I was just asking the wrong people. And that realization, it didn't sit well with me, because I had like looked back at things, or I had started really turning on my discernment and paying attention to things that I really wasn't before because of my love for people. That sometimes disrespect isn't loud. Sometimes it's in tiny little things, like, going into a live, maybe. This is just a tiny example. And saying like, hey, do you still have your little show? My little show. Big show.
I've heard it before.
You know, and it's not just like even things like that, but just tiny little amounts of disrespect that you don't realize come from people that you love the most. Like little digs, or people like dismissing your feelings about things of something that where they've hurt you somewhere. You do not get the option to belittle or take away from my feelings about a certain topic or subject. Like, if I say that I feel something, doesn't mean that it's up to you to tell me that's not how I feel, or things like that. You know, it's something that I'm feeling. And a lot of a bigger thing that I've noticed is people, and that's kind of how this show came about, but is accountability is something that not a lot of people know how to take and with grace. Because for me, if I do something that hurts Timothy, he's gonna tell me like, girl, like I didn't like that, I didn't, and say it with love, of course, but I can take full accountability, because we're not all perfect. You know, we all have, you know, flaws and such. So it's okay to take accountability, especially if it's someone you care about. If hurting me doesn't hurt you, I'm not as close to you as you think that we are. Right? You're not as I thought we were. Because taking accountability is just saying this. It's not, well, I didn't mean for the egg to break. My hands was slippery. No, that's making excuses. No, the fact is the egg broke and now the egg is broken.
Remember, Empress, really, Rebecca, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Move our hands in a heart shape with medium skin.
Versus intent versus impact. So your intent maybe wasn't to break the egg, but the impact is you broke the egg. And this is my wisdom now when they say, you know, change the things you can change and have the wisdom to know the difference. And now I think I've grown to have the wisdom to know the difference between someone who is for me and those who are not for me. And it sucks. It sucks because there's people who you've literally, you know, rode to the end of the earth for that you realize really don't fudge with you the way you thought they did. And just because of longevity that you've known me a long time still doesn't mean that you care for me, because longevity means nothing if your disrespect has been the same length of the time I've known you. So anyways, does anybody have anything else to throw in there?
No, I'm good.
Good. Okay. I feel like that was.
I mean, I understand where you come from on that. Yeah. That's why I said I went through a friend purge last year. I'm gonna go through another one this year too, though, because like it's levels to it. You know what I mean? Like it's levels to all that stuff.
So, ooh, don't get scared. When you hear that sound, that means we are now at our hot seat question segment. Our hot seat question is left up to the fate of the audience. That's right. I went to Instagram to ask our peers what they wanted to ask for tonight's episode. If you want your question featured on next week's episode, make sure you go to my profile, click the icon, and follow me on Instagram and look out for that hot seat question post. I feel like I have to say this every show because I'm going to start posting the hot seat question post on Instagram again. But I promise you, the most asked question in the last 4 years have been, are you single? Yes, I have to say this every show because, for God's sakes, if you can quit asking, if you don't know me enough to know whether or not I'm single, you do not know me enough to ask if I'm single. So, with that being said, next week we will start posting that so y'all can get your questions in, and maybe your question can be chosen to be picked to be asked on the next episode. So, I asked this week's question, if you didn't know. But before we move on, y'all, go ahead and put in the comments who on the panel you want to answer tonight's hot seat question. And before CJ writes my name, I promise you, I'm gonna punch you from right here. This way. So go ahead and put in the comments who on the panel you want to answer tonight's hot seat question. Ooh. Just because you type it in different ways don't mean it. Ooh, we got 2 for really Rebecca.
That's 3. She got 3.
Okay. All right, really Rebecca. The question is, what responsibility are you taking ownership of this year that you used to place on someone else?
None. Because I don't put my responsibilities on other people. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a Samson. I take care of myself. And I know that God got my back regardless. So at the end of the day, I ain't worried about nobody else. Like, I defend other people because I choose to. I be there for other people because I choose to. I do what I need to do because I choose to. Not because, like, it's something that, you know, I'm asking, like, something from. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not too proud or egotistical that I can't, you know, ask for help if needed with things. But in general, I don't put my responsibility on other people, and other people shouldn't do that as well either. Take accountability for yourself. You live stronger and longer.
Actually,
So
since
I don't know.
CJ
I don't
did
know.
put me in the comments, I'm gonna still answer this question because it's not something I'm really proud of, you know. But I a responsibility that I'm taking ownership of this year that I used to place in some on someone else is my emotional fulfillment. For a long time, I looked to others to meet me halfway in ways that I hadn't fully learned to give myself yet. Reassurance, consistency, clarity, a sense of being chosen. I waited for someone else to show up. I waited for someone else to show up in a way that would make me feel secure, grounded, or validated. And this year, I'm owning the truth that my peace can't be dependent on someone else's effort, mood, or availability. I'm taking responsibility for speaking up instead of hoping someone will notice, for walking away when something doesn't align instead of staying and trying to make it work through force or patience alone, for regulating my emotions, honoring my boundaries, and choosing environments and people that don't require me to dim, perform, or over-explain. I'm no longer outsourcing my worth, my happiness, or my healing. I'm carrying them myself with intention, accountability, and self-respect. Because for me, always felt like, because if I don't place expectations on someone else, they can't really disappoint me. And that's not really the heart, like me hardening myself. It's strengthening myself, because I think I used to get so disappointed by someone not at least meeting me halfway, and now if you don't, that's on you, baby. You're the one who's gonna miss out on a wonderful person like me to have in your corner, and that's really gonna be a hard price to pay when you realize how much that I really put in, because you don't really realize how much someone does for you and how much they rode for you until you park. And that realization is going to be on you to deal with the consequences of.
That price gonna be expensive.
Real expensive.
Ain't no Chipotle bowl over here.
It looked like there's one in the comments.
But people care less about if you lie to them or not and stuff like that. That's why I never care about that type of stuff, because I done roll hard for a lot of people that don't even tell me happy birthday, Merry Christmas, nothing. That's the reason why I don't even care about none of that. Worry about yourself. All right, these people out here, they do what they want to do when they want to do it, how they want to do it. You can go hard for somebody or not, and their appreciation of it means nothing. It's just between you and God. Honestly and truly, it's just between you and God. Their appreciation means nothing.
Oh, when you said even like the happy birthday, I know it sounds funny or petty, but like I used to like so focus on like on Facebook and how it reminds you, and I used to always so worry about like, oh my God, I missed their birthday. I don't care anymore, because half of you don't even remember mine, or you don't think about even posting a post or writing a write, like people who I was friends with that I've done like ungodly things for and put so many things in plan for them, or made sure that I got everyone a gift so nobody felt left out, or I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not.
Most people don't add you on the list, no way.
I'm not. And
I mean, I can't tell you the amount of people.
And if you think it's about a birthday, you're sadly wrong. We're not even, at this point, I'm not even talking about a birthday. I am not putting myself on a back burner for other people's needs. You need to go take care of that yourself with some Jergens or whatever it is that you need to take care of it with, but it's not me. Mind your business if we weren't talking about that either. But anyways, if y'all are just pulling up, that's okay. You guys haven't missed much. We just talked about what you're still carrying, what truth you came to terms with, and we just did the hot seat question. And honestly, if you missed that part, well, you should have been here. But now I want to talk about releasing. No, not that kind. Fix your face. As the year changes, some things need to be left behind, not because they're bad, but because they don't fit a version of you that's forming. So the next question is, what are you choosing to leave behind so you can grow into this next version of yourself?
One word. People. Simple as that. People. No matter whether it be family, former friends, acquaintances, co-workers, church members, it don't matter who it is. People. Because if they not helping you, not serving you, not pouring into you, leave them behind. They are worthless. Not saying as a human being, but they are worthless in your pursuit of what you're trying to be. So, yeah, done.
Okay. Timothy? Oh, you still need a minute? Okay. Go ahead. Oh. Really, Rebecca?
Well,
I'm leaving energies, because I mean, I hear what you say with people, CJ, but the thing is, it's like when you say people, you limit things. It's the energy. You know what I mean? Like I'm not limiting myself just to people. I'm taking away all forms of energy that thinks that they're gonna have ASS that thing towards me, period. I purged away the people that didn't mean no good to me last year, and this year I'm purging away the people that give me half ASS energy, period. So if there's somebody that's a part of that half ASS energy, they gotta go too. So energy.
I couldn't agree with that. I can agree with that.
Um,
Answer the question. Come on.
so I am. I'm choosing to leave behind the version of myself that stayed too long in situations that felt almost right. I'm letting go of the habit of giving the benefit of the doubt repeatedly when my intuition was already giving me the answer. Because y'all know that little thing down there in the pit of your stomach that tells you when something isn't right. Often we ignore that because of our love of people. I don't think I need more proof when that pattern is clear, because people are like prisoners of repeating cycles. No, as if it's nothing to do with an actual relationship. It could be relationship, could be family, it could be friends. I'm leaving behind over-explaining, as over-functioning and shrinking my needs to keep the peace. I'm done carrying emotional weight that was never meant to be mine, and done confusing patience with self-betrayal. I'm no longer feel responsible for fixing, saving, or making myself indispensable just to be valued. I'm also releasing the idea that growth has to hurt to be real. This next version of me gets to choose ease, alignment, and reciprocity. I get to grow without chaos, love without anxiety, and move forward without dragging the past behind me. And what I'm stepping into requires space, and I feel like I'm finally brave enough to demand it. If you're lucky. And I think that if it really has nothing to do with like romanticized relationships or anything, it's more when you have people around you who don't align with you, and I think because you think of like when you're even friends with someone for a long, for long periods of time. Like I've had friends that I've been friends with for 30 years, and that doesn't mean just because we've been friends for 30 years that you deserve grace that I wouldn't give other people. People think that just because you know them for a long time that they get some sort of pass to disrespect you or not reciprocate energy that you've given them, and that's just not true for me anymore. I can know you for 30 years and still leave you in 2025 with the rest of them. Do you have anything else to say?
Glad I'm not in that book.
And I think
Thank you.
I guess a kind of a follow-up question is what did last year reveal about your emotional patterns?
I feel like you based this question off of me. This is what I get for calling.
Is that for CJ to answer first? Me? I don't know.
It don't matter. You can answer if you want to go first. I need to put my thoughts together.
I did my year in review already. So for me, my emotional patterns that I looked over for last year, because I actually do track all that different stuff. What I realized about it is that I was proud of myself for giving others less emotional energy than myself. A lot of times we give other people more emotional energy and than we do for ourselves, and we give ourselves less, and we deplete ourselves of our own emotional energy that we need for ourselves to be able to continue on as we need to. And I'm proud of myself for giving others less emotional energy, not feeding into that habit of me wanting to always overcompensate for others and actually caring about myself a little bit more than I cared about everybody else last year. And like I said, again, that, put me in a position of having to purge a lot of people out of my life as well, too, because it's a lot of people that don't deserve the next phase of your life. And as long as you keep them around, then you just keeping God having to work extra hard to like get you where you need to be. So I'm glad that I, took heed to what I needed to take heed to so that I could give myself more time, give others less time, but not in a negative way, in a positive way. Like, I ain't talking about no selfish ego mess, like on some absolute, like, I'm actually taking care of me too. Because a lot of times we don't. And I'm one of those, over givers and all of that. But I've learned a lot throughout the years, and I'm not doing that anymore. Like, I got to give back to myself as well, too. And for anybody that really loves me, they'll understand. And for anybody that don't, I don't care.
Okay.
So, yeah.
For me, we have to go. I'm gonna go a little bit back to the first question that we had. What we took in to the new year, in regards to what I said was accountability, and uh, I would have to go back and say not only the accountability, but holding myself accountable for loving myself more. And when I say that, as in building even more on myself in order to be more, how can you say, beneficial to the ones that are close to me. And so I'm definitely looking at that and applying that each and every day. Even before I even made this type of resolution to do this or anything like that, because I don't really believe in resolutions, but just using that and making sure that I'm loving myself so that way I can be more beneficial to those that I truly care about. So, yeah.
For me, last year revealed that I have a pattern of loving with intensity and loyalty, sometimes to the point of overextension. I tend to give grace quickly, explain myself thoroughly, and stay present longer than I should, especially when I see potential or feel a genuine connection, or like I said earlier, the longevity. I learned that I often try to understand people into treating me better instead of stepping back when their actions don't match their words. I also showed me that I'm deeply intuitive, but I used to second guess that intuition in favor of hope. I would wait for a clarity instead of accepting consistency as the real answer. I noticed how easily I slipped into being the emotional anchor, the steady one, while quietly minimizing my own needs so I wouldn't feel like a burden. The biggest revelation, however, was this. Once I recognize a pattern, I'm no longer willing to repeat it. Last year didn't make me guarded, it made me conscious, and that awareness is changing how I choose, how long I stay, and how I show up emotionally. And for me, I think, like, when I look back, like, 2024, the end of 2024 was, like, my year of, like, breaking myself down to, like, the bare bone. And 2025 was my season of growth and healing. And then this year, I feel like, is going to be my year to take everything I've learned and put it into action. And I feel like if you're not growing, you're stunting yourself. And even if it's just something small that I take with me and move forward into showing myself like the ugly parts too, because like, let's be honest, we all have ugly parts that we don't like to, we all have chapters we don't like to read out loud. But if you stay stuck and you stay sitting in that trauma, you will never grow. And I cannot stand still people, because you're still doing the same thing. You're still doing the same thing you were doing in 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, and probably 2026. So for me, I just know that as long as I'm growing, even if it's just a little inch at a time, I'm not standing still. And that's okay, even if it's just one little baby step at a time. Do y'all have anything else?
Right.
Slow progress is better than no progress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, all progress counts.
Yep.
And failures count too, because they're wins. That means you tried. Most people don't even try.
Yep.
So if y'all are just pulling up, that's okay. You guys haven't missed everything. You guys can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Red Room Talk. We've just talked about what you're still carrying, what truth you came to terms with, what you're taking accountability for, and now what you're choosing to leave behind. But now I want to talk about becoming. Growth isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's choosing differently when no one's watching. Sometimes it's honoring the person you're becoming, even when it feels unfamiliar. So this next question is, who are you becoming in this new year that you weren't ready to be before?
I don't know how to answer that, because I'm not working on nothing that I wasn't ready to be before. I feel like everything has a purpose and a time. And I feel like if that wasn't me before, and if it's for me to be in the future, then it's not really that I can do to, become that. It's just gonna happen as it's supposed to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know how to answer that.
That's a good question. Um, it's funny what you just said, Rebecca. It made me just think about something before I even answered. So, uh, everything has an appointed time to happen, and I think my past—I won't even say past year, but the past 3, 4 years actually have been a lead up to the point of where I have decided to really put into action some things that I won't say planned, but I just felt when the time is right, it's gonna happen. And I feel like this is I won't say that this is the year, because everybody says new year, new me, all that stuff. But I really feel that the timing is perfect, because in between that 3 to 4 years, a lot happened, like a whole lot. And a lot of it was a lot of lessons that I learned and had to figure out what specifically in those lessons I need to take and apply. So I think all of those things that I've learned up until the end of this year is gonna make me, or put me where I need to be, in the right emotional, mental, and physical state of where I need to be. So, um, in other words, those things that I've learned, I think those things are set in place now to happen the way that they're supposed to happen. Things that I've longed and begged for those years in between that time, they weren't given to me because I wasn't ready. But now I feel that that time is now. And so it goes in a lot with everything I've already answered with the other questions. This is why I say, Jen, you put these questions really strategically over here from a previous conversation we had. So, yes.
Sometimes people need you to hold up a mirror.
It's crazy. So, yeah. I think this is probably the most.
Is it shoe fits? Where?
This is probably the biggest show you've made me think, really, and it's coming out. So, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for those things to come about. Yeah.
And before I answer this question, I just want to say something because I think we all get afraid to say the phrase "New Year, New Me," and I'm going to say this with the utmost respect. If you are one of those negative people that gets so upset that someone allows themselves to take a new year to give them motivation to be a better person, you are part of the problem. There is nothing wrong if it takes 2026, 2027, or whatever year it is. If that's what it takes to motivate someone to do something positive and to better themselves, why do you care? I have seen it so much over all platforms that I stream on, over all the platforms that I have social media on. Like, I'm sick of y'all saying new year, no, new me, and I got a new year's resolution. Shut the up. Shut up. Because if you are that negative that you can't allow someone to just feel motivated and positive going into a new year, you are part of the problem. Let it be whatever it is. I don't care if it takes a new snack coming out to motivate somebody into whatever it is. Just let it be what it is. Be a positive person. Now, if they don't use that and they don't choose to keep doing it, then you know what? Be the motivator in the background that says, hey, remember when you said, be that person who helps push someone. Be the person who helps push someone instead of being that negative person who is deterring someone from doing something great just because it comes at the end of or beginning of a year.
You said a new snack? A new snack?
I don't know. I was just saying
anything
at that point.
Hey, for the real.
That'll be big back.
That's
they
a big
said,
back. Whatever it is.
Going to next year being big back. Go ahead.
No, but I'm just saying, it just really irks my nerves to see so many people deterring others. Like when they say, oh, I'm tired of this new year, new me bullshit. Yeah, I'm going to say bullshit at this point. But if that's what it takes for someone to go into a new year with a positive mindset, even if it's not the new year, whatever it is, but stop being so negative, because you're the person that is part of the problem. Let it, whatever it is, that if that's what motivates somebody in the beginning of a new year.
It's a problem with me.
Huh?
It's a problem.
It's just that
I was saying I don't feel like it's a problem with it.
No, because sometimes it's like it's a reset in your mind, because we know it's a new year, right? So it's just sometimes like, you know what? Because time, like we said earlier, time waits for no man. Time is going to keep on moving whether you want it to or not. And for me, I'm going to tell you, the harshest reality is to realize that this year I'm turning 40. And that kind of hit something in my brain that's like an overdrive, like, whoa, hold on. That means I'm at the halfway point in my life, or maybe less.
It ain't that big of a deal.
But you know what I'm saying? Well, I know. But for me, it was kind of like a realization, you know what I'm saying? And if that's what it took, to kind of kick my own tuchus, then, let it be what it is. Just be there in the background to motivate me. I'm not one of those people that do half steps or half step anything. You know what I'm saying? So if you know me and you know the kind of person I am, once I'm motivated to do something, you already know me. I'm going to put it into action, put it into a plan, and I'm going to do it, whether it hurts me or not. But to answer that question, who am I becoming in this new year that I wasn't ready to be before? I'm becoming someone who lets things be unfinished. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, right? But before, I wasn't ready to be the woman who didn't need closure, explanations, or a final conversation to move on. I needed things wrapped neatly, understood fully, and emotionally resolved. I thought peace came from answers. Last year taught me that peace often comes from acceptance, not understanding. I'm becoming someone who doesn't chase alignment or try to turn confusion into clarity, someone who can say this isn't for me without needing it to make sense to anyone else. I'm learning to leave rooms quietly without announcements, without resentment, just with self-respect. And I'm also becoming someone who doesn't perform resilience. I don't need to prove I'm okay, strong, or unbothered. I'm allowing myself to just be the in-between, currently healing, hopeful, tired, ambitious, all at once. That honesty is something I wasn't ready for before. And this year I'm becoming more rooted than reactive. And that version of me doesn't need to rush. She knows exactly where she's going, and nobody else needs to know the layout of that plan. And I think before, I was so, like, I had to be like, you know what? Like, I got to explain to that. I don't have to explain nothing. If you know what you did, I have nothing to explain. I'm not explaining to adults what you did to me that you knew was wrong when you did it. I'm not. I will leave the room and never look back and be okay with it feeling unfinished. Exactly. What's understood don't not need to be explained. But y'all,
I don't know. I ain't never had to learn that lesson. I'm an Aries. I light that thing on fire and walk away and smoke a blunt to it. I'm not the one. I've always been good at that.
you know, it used to just be something that kind of played
I
on
set
my
the whole world
conscience.
on fire and walk away.
It was more like playing on my conscience. Like I felt like
Not
doing.
me.
But for me now, no. But y'all, if y'all are just pulling up, you're late. Okay, it's over. It's over. Tonight we talked about what you're still carrying, what truth you came to terms with, what you're taking accountability for, what you're choosing to leave behind, and who you're becoming. I also added a few like follow-up questions in there, but as always, we close out with a quote. Growth doesn't ask you to become someone new. It asks you to be honest about who you already are. Before we wrap up, I do want to give my panel a moment to reintroduce themselves and let you know where you can find them. Himothy has left the building, but y'all could find him. He has a top badge over on Growler, so make sure if you guys are over there, tap in with him. He did add in some good insight tonight, so appreciate him for popping in for the time that he did. And then go ahead, really, Rebecca.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Once again, I'm really Rebecca. I host Secret Sweethearts here on Tag Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come check out my show and check me out streaming. Do a lot of different things on here. So come check your girl out.
I need to find a secret sweetheart.
Me?
2026.
Hey, you already know. You already know.
Me? I can go?
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. Not hit it, DJ. CJ DJ Slab Job. You can catch me over here occasionally. You can catch me on the other side, the place with the double T. So yeah, if you need me for any party events, shows, whatever, hit me up. I got you. If you can't reach me,
Don't be promoting that other one.
I'm sorry. I have a big following over there. I'm sorry.
Hey, if that's what helps you grow, go by all means.
You gonna do that?
No.
Nah, bump that. Nah, we choose the sides 2026. Y'all need to pick a side. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all streamers need to pick a side 2026. Y'all too flip floppy. Pick a side.
I know, I'm picking them all.
Kick in Twitch.
You on this app right now with 661 views. Bump TT. TT ain't doing this for you. Pick a side.
The area you showing.
The area. Tuck it back in. Tuck it back in. No, I'm just kidding. But y'all, I am Jen and Juice. You guys can catch me on this show, actually, right here, right now, every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys don't catch me on here, you guys can catch me late nights and early mornings. And also this month, Here soon, you guys will be catching a new post on Instagram. I'm going to be doing a show with Classic Gentlemen called His and Hers. It's where logic meets emotion. So make sure y'all tap in. There's going to be some great topics to talk on and speak on from the male and female's perspective. So make sure y'all tap in for that. And then also, you guys will get to see all the cosplay that you got to see on my for my Halloween and such. I will be doing on Mondays, Murder and Makeup Mondays, because we'll be listening to true crime stories and such. So make sure y'all tap in for that while we do makeup. Sorry, gentlemen. Hey, you guys can get in on it too, because there are guy cosplayers as well. But I want to thank you again to my panel for showing up and being real tonight. And then sign off with be kind to your heart, mind your energy, and if it don't serve you, don't sip it. And I'll see you guys next Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here in the Red Room, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and play a little ditty, No Diddy.
In the Red Room, stories unwind. Jen and Juice got that open mind.
That's okay.
Hearts connect at 10:30. Every Saturday once again.